This episode, we're going to show you a whole summer of boondocking in one video. From the good to the bad to the oh so ugly. How things are amazing with boondocking and how complications will always come up. So if you're not a boondocker, strap on your boots, sit on the couch, whichever you prefer, and we're going to show you how to boondock an entire summer in one little town. Let's go to Cody.
Rob and Bethany, together we stand tall. We're the roving vets, living life our way. Adventures away to set the break of day. With maverick leading, we roam far and wide. In this world of wonder, we take it in stride. Every dawn a new chance, every night a new start. Together we're stronger, no matter where we are.
It is figure out where we're moving around next. So I took the Jeep out just a minute ago, kind of went and scoped it out, but Rob's the one that drives the camper, so he's going to get in here with me, and we're going to go scope out the like 3 or 4 places that I had found. So we found the spot that we're going to, but we got a few things we need to do. We need to dump, we need to fill, and we need to move the camper. So we're going to take the Jeep and park it in the spot we want. And once we're in the spot we want, then we're going to take the truck and go get, well, dump, fill, all that, with the Jeep saving the spot. Hey, it's peak season now, officially in Cody, Wyoming. So we're not gonna risk it, and we're gonna make sure we got our spot. It is Memorial Day weekend. And for those of you that don't know, Memorial Day, and it is a U.S. federal holiday. Memorial Day is honoring the fallen troops. So don't forget why you're out having your extra day this week, y'all. Okay, so we're literally going across the street to the other BLM spot, but the park ranger told us out here in Wyoming we only have to move 5 miles. A lot of places it's 25 miles. 2 weeks and 25 miles. Apparently in Cody it's 16 days and 5 miles. So win for Cody. Also, have not turned this camera off yet. So this is really how far it is. It's not even that far. And just like that, we've moved to the Eagle Pass interpretive site. All right. If you look real hard, you can see my Jeep, and that's where we're moving. One thing I'm going to point out is do not let these perfect feeling days trick you. It feels amazing outside today. It feels perfect temperature. Like you're not going to sweat anything. But there is very high UV. You are high in elevation and you might forget that. So where I'm in a tank top and I'm actually getting chill bumps every now and then, I'm probably going to be sunburned.
So while we're at it, the debate continues. Gloves or no gloves?
We gotta annoy everybody with no gloves. So I have to make sure I show that. No matter what, when gloves come off my hands, I'm going straight to the bathroom and washing my hands. It's just what happens. Why? Because you can't trust the gloves. It's a false sense of security. How many times have I taken a glove off and something was under there? You know, I'm just not gonna do it. Not gonna waste the gloves, not gonna waste the money, not gonna waste the space in the landfill. Instead, we'll just wash them digits when we get done dumping.
Cody, Wyoming has a free dump station. They do have an area for donations. They have quarter-fed potable water, which is an absolute win because it is open 24/7 during peak season.
Water always over. Well. Yes. Rob, now, like not like now. Well, apparently not hooked that up all the way. There's no off switch. The water works though. Wait, there's a switch, don't it say?
It ain't always butterflies and rainbows, y'all.
It looks hooked up, but apparently it wouldn't.
Okay.
Only problem is, I just put my only 2 quarters in there.
Really?
After dumping and filling, it's time to come to our predetermined, already picked out spot over on a different spot of BLM land here in Cody, Wyoming. And talk about a view to yourself. We had dropped a pin in the spot we were headed, but the GPS was a little bit confused because it's not actually a road, just like most BLM. Even if you have auto level like we do, it's still going to be best if you can find the most level spot when you're moving to a new area.
Our own private peninsula. Literally. And there's only one way in here, so us with what do I call it? Us with security issues in our head at 24/7. Those are things we look for. One way in, one way out, high vantage point. Can anybody get to me? Can anybody not get to me? Do I have cell phone service so that way if I need to call I can? All of those things. But if we're boondocking, we'll always pick a spot that there's only one way in and one way out. And a lot of people are scared to boondock places that are remote. I've heard it plenty. And my question is, why? What do you think's gonna get you out here? I would so much rather be somewhere like this than in an RV park.
Before you ever try to hook or unhook from your camper, be very sure that you have your chalk blocks in. That's the first step of this all. Then we add our leveling blocks, and after all that's completed, that's when we pull away from the camper.
I found my home, dusty trails and an old guitar, singing about the life beneath the Wyoming stars. Cody's got a magic that's hard to explain, with the mountain standing tall like an old freight train. The Buffalo Bill Center calls my name. In this cowboy town, life's more than a game. Cody, Wyoming, where the eagles soar. Life is simple and the spirit's hardcore. Riding through the valleys where the rivers flow. Every sunset here puts on a show. From the rodeo nights to the golden plains. Cody, Wyoming, you got my heart's reins. The campfire crackles with stories to tell of cowboys and legends. Oh, how they swell. Riding with my brothers, feeling so free. In Cody, Wyoming, it's where I wanna be. The wildflowers bloom in the summer sun, while the coyotes sing as the day is done. It's a cowpoke's life with a heart true and bold. In the whispers of the wind, more precious than gold.
Oh no, our friend Vincent his slide topper's getting crazy. I wonder what he's gonna do. Oh yeah, he pulled his slide in.
Yeah, I saw that.
Out there checking it out. Man, it's ripping out there. 53 mile per hour gust, averaging 48.
What a crazy looking sky this morning. Maverick's really having fun with his little buddy Tucker. Here goes Vincent. He's a little puppy. The hail's coming down. Here it comes.
Oh man, don't open the door at all. Come in.
Or my buddy.
What is it? You need to go potty?
What is it?
Snake just scared the ever-living crap out of me. Check him out. Don't think it's a poisonous or dangerous one, but you talk about scaring the life out of you when you're walking out here. I woke up now. I'll be on the edge now for sure. This little guy. You scared me too, buddy. Walk for him. Show him what you like. Oh, there's two. Wow. Didn't even notice there's two of them. The majestic horny toad. Y'all show out for the people. Do your thing. Out in the wilds of Wyoming. What's up, little dudes? Wow. Just another one of the cool creatures you might find out here in the absolute middle of nowhere. Oh, give me a home where the pronghorn antelope roam.
Here he goes.
And the skies are not cloudy all day.
Well, y'all, we're thinking this could be a copperhead, but we're not sure. And he is little.
Copperhead out here. It's a rattlesnake.
Huh?
It's a rattlesnake out here, dear.
Isn't a copperhead a rattlesnake, though? Mm. Oh, wow. I am.
Why in the world would you stay in an RV park when you could stay out here? And we do it quite comfortably. I'll show you a few things that we use to make it happen. Love our weatherman to let us know what it's like outside and inside. This is the way we cook our food. Have fresh water. Water and wine's all you need, right?
That's not even ours.
Over here, we got a couple of hotspot internet options that have been working pretty great for us. And that lets us stay out here. For power production, we have 2 charge controllers, the Multi Plus 2, 12 3000, and the rest of a Victron setup. Servo, we have the touch screen in there. This is our cutoff for our solar, and our battery bank is here and behind the wall. Heart Mountain and the entrance to Yellowstone that way. Or no, that way, sorry. I think it's that way. We use residential style 375 watt bifacial solar panels. The residential lets us get higher voltage and more production from panels versus the lower voltage panels. And they fit just fine. We moved this set over one way so you can walk around it, and it protects our skylight and our bathroom vent. But I just want to show you, this is how we make our power for the RV, and our little weatherman that tells us the wind speeds, and got a little solar panel on it for power, and it tells us the UV, what the UV sun rays are like, which is very helpful out here. Instead of running the rooftop air conditioners, I installed this mini split on the back of our toy hauler. It runs for much less power and does a much better job of cooling down our trailer than the rooftops. What do you think about it?
I say nobody out here means good spot for me. I'm a people person, so we're all good and
Speak
fine.
for yourself,
meeting,
I'm not.
Hanging out with people, we love it. But we also don't like to be on top of each other in RV parks. So that's why I like the boondocking thing, and you can hang out with people when you want, and you can not when you want. Our friend Melinda came over and hung out with us all day yesterday.
Oh, yeah! There's the Aroura!
Yeah! We saw the northern lights, the Aurora Borealis, in Cody, Wyoming tonight. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Well, this is like the coolest thing I've ever seen. And I don't know if the video will pick it up. I know the camera picks it up.
Are you pointing that way?
Yes, I'm pointing the whole way, baby.
I thought it was gonna be green and it's like pink.
It's green. Well, it was green and now it's pink. It's been the craziest thing.
It's blowing my mind.
Wow. This is the sun. Literally,
All
sun effects.
stars you've ever seen in your whole life. What do you think?
I think bucket list check marked after last night.
Oh yeah, we got to see the Aurora out here last night. Look at this spot though. For my breakfast pizza is in here.
Maverick's really been slowing down, y'all. And he's cute, but it's not at the same time. Because we started calling him Old Man Maverick and saying he waddles, and I don't know. I wonder if it could be elevation related and weather related and all that.
Well, this came from nowhere. Well, we're getting rained in. This just flew from nowhere, and we were on the way home.
61 mile per hour gust.
61 mile an hour gust. 57 sustained. Oh, it went down to 50 though. And
Man, it's rich.
the wind is blowing not a great direction for us right now. We got some rain today, y'all, so here we go.
Oh.
That wasn't as big as I thought though. And there's home sweet home.
Can you tell it's June 2nd in Cody, Wyoming? 44 degrees this morning, but it's 44 and wet. It rained most of the day yesterday. The snow-covered mountains that were almost melted are snow-covered again. Yesterday, that storm dropped us some more snow on some mountains up there. So you can't really see the ones in the background over there because they're still covered in the clouds. Got some stuff done this weekend.
This is it right here. The great outdoors. Check it out.
This
Got
is
another camper inside. We're perched up here on the hillside overlooking the Oregon Basin here. Absolutely beautiful.
yeah, we don't have anybody to worry about.
Beautiful snow-covered mountaintops in the distance.
However, in saying that, I would say 2 days ago there was a lot more snow in the mountains, but it's been melting every day. So I'm just curious, how long till we have no more snow in the mountains at all, because it seems like every time the snow piles up, it melts, and then another snowstorm comes through up there and dumps a little bit more on there. So we're just going to see. You might be able to see that red vehicle driving on the highway in the background, but I'm showing you because yes, the highway is right here, but you can't hear him. But look how beautiful. Time for the fun time of full-time RVing. Honeypot. Time to take off our poop. Let's do it. We're going to macerate it into the back of the truck and then go down the road.
Alright, we got our macerator hooked up to our sewer pipe. We just need a 12-volt source and our hose to pump it into the tank. So I'm gonna back the truck up.
So you're going to put your honey pot wherever you're toting it in. Ours is the back of the truck. Right in there. Things don't always go as planned when you're RVing, so just know that. There's always going to be something that if you got one plan, it's probably not going to work sometimes. But in saying that, it's been a minute since we've had a hiccup, so I guess we're due. Alright, so Rob surgeried the macerator connection. So we're going to see if we can get this to work. So our macerator did come with this extra little compartment an adapter, but Rob had to surgery it and turn it from an adapter to the actual thing.
Here it comes. We have liquid.
Flowage. Good job, dear.
I will state that no power source is needed to simply dump from your honeypot into some type of black tank zone.
Well, chore day is upon us. If you want to stay out here in the middle of nowhere, got to make some sacrifices, and that for us is going to a laundromat, figuring out where to throw away some trash, and I'll get some water later today too, and I'll show you that as well when we get done, right?
Yep.
Let's go.
Oh, you can turn it off. Well, since we are over here on our own little personal peninsula, I'm thinking I'm gonna put our Christmas lights under the camper because we just saw 2 dead mice. Man, the mosquitoes. We just saw 2 dead mice that had been ran over. But what I do know is we got warned that there's mice all over the place out here. Oh my goodness, the mosquitoes.
Oh my gosh, don't let
Oh
them
my
in.
goodness.
Look on the door.
So it's going to be a full moon tonight. It's not all the way dark yet. And just for time of reference, it is 9:45 p.m. on July 9th. Probably can't see me because it's not quite that bright. There's the moon. Full moon tonight. But you're going to get thrown off if you come to Wyoming because it's never completely dark until like 10:30. It's crazy. Hello, Miss.
Oh,
What? That was quite some sand, dear.
man, it filled up my shoes.
I believe that. So this is how easy this picnic table is, and this is why we keep rolling with it. It is this easy. It's a little bit heavy for one person, but you could totally do it with one person. You can totally set the whole thing up. It's just a little bit heavy if you don't have 2 people at all. And then you can bring your picnic table out here. Perfect.
Honestly, it's really not that heavy either. It's plastic and metal. I mean, it is heavy, but
It's
compared to a
bulky.
picnic table, like a picnic,
Yeah, it's bulky.
a wooden
That's
one's
all.
gonna be way heavier. And look at this one. You can slide around on it. and
No
not get a
splinters.
Splinter. Pretty much indestructible. Like the sun doesn't kill it or anything. I mean,
Perfect Facebook Marketplace find.
yeah.
We've been able to camp in some of the most amazing remote areas of the United States of America, all because we decided to set our camper up to properly be able to comfortably boondock, just like living in a house. So why boondock, you ask? Well, I ask, why not?
Well, in today's camper cooking, I've kind of got a little bit of a problem. So I was planning to make lasagna tonight. Didn't check my fridge, but I looked and noticed that I have no ricotta, no cottage cheese, no anything that I could make for that layer in the lasagna, really. So instead, I'm just going to make something up, and I'm going to go with a mac and cheese type thing that I'm just going to figure out. So let's go. I forgot to video it, but this is 1 pound of mild Italian sausage, 1 pound of ground beef, and probably about a tablespoon of this because I accidentally dumped too much.
So let's get started with that bell pepper and that onion.
I've got my bell peppers and my onions sauteing in some butter. Remember when you're cooking this that you want them translucent, you don't want them burnt. So make sure you are flipping and keeping them at a lower heat than you would think that you might use.
You can use chicken broth, or in my instance, I keep chicken bouillon cubes on hand because they weigh a lot less than broth. Because mushrooms are a superfood, I always try to find a way to incorporate them. Not only is garlic tasty, it's actually good for your health. So let's add some of that as well. Now, once we got all that going, we're gonna add our pasta as well as our broth. We're adding dry pasta so that way it can absorb some of that flavor as we cook it. Now, when you're making this dish, you can either use your own homemade, scratch-made marinara, or you can do it the easy way, and you can just buy a jar. I'm going the easy way today because I'm already doing all of this from scratch. So I bought me a jar of marinara that rated at a good, healthy level. Once we got our broth added, now we're dumping in our marinara, whether that's your store-bought kind or whether it's the homemade kind. Now that all that's going, we're going to add our cooked meat. And we're going to mix it well. Now we're adding 1 cup of heavy cream to make it a little smooth and creamy. And we're mixing that again. And while that's cooking, we're going to hand grate 2 cups of cheese. Alright, so I ended up with about 2 cups of mozzarella. And we're going to melt that in there well. Alright, let's eat.
Come out this morning to their neighbors. Apparently they decided to park that close to us. Right here. When there's nobody else around. For miles. Good morning, little buddies.
They're still fluffy, look at them.
Good morning.
Hi, little buddies.
This is in Cody, Wyoming. Mom and 2 little babies here hanging out.
I've never been this close to a baby deer before in my life.
Still got the spots.
Hi,
Man, they
little
look cuddly,
buddies.
don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Hi, Mama.
Oh my gosh.
All right. What do you think, though? Right here in town.
Look, how cute
Show
are
'em.
they? Look, they want to play. They're just jumping around. Babies. Oh my goodness. Spring has sprung in Wyoming in July.
Just hanging out in somebody's front yard here.
Oh my gosh, they're so cute.
In front of the white picket fence.
Wow, I would too, buddies. I would too. So if you haven't dumped lately and you don't know if your tanks are full and your sensors don't work, let me show you a good way to know that your gray tank is definitely full. Your gray tank's full. It comes up in here. And it's not a pretty smell, so yeah. It's dump time. Here it goes.
It is cold out there.
Maverick says, I know, I went out and pee all by myself. Y'all wouldn't go with me.
39 this morning.
It's been 90 since we've been here, y'all. No joke. 40.
Wowzers. You can feel it, huh?
Yeah.
Man, that's right.
My Jeep is moving. Look at my Jeep's
Yeah.
tires.
Yeah, we're all moving. We're moving.
Oh my gosh, I've never seen my
Jeep's
Jeep
moving.
do that.
Our slide's moving right now. Ooh, it's getting crazy out there, huh?
62. Oh my gosh.
Ooh, I hear
Now
it.
it's like we're going down the highway. Anything more?
Oh, I
than
blew
this-
my chairs away. Dang it, they were right here.
And the wind moved. It's going this way now.
Oh man, I hope it don't take our awning.
Look at that bird.
We're absolutely ripping right now.
Look, is my Jeep move? My Jeep is moving. Look at my Jeep's
Yeah.
tires.
Yeah, we're all moving. We're moving.
Oh my gosh, I've never seen my
Jeep's
Jeep
moving.
do that.
Our slide's moving right now. And I hope our awnings stay in. Whew. 70 miles per hour. Brutal out here looking over the Oregon Basin. Can you believe people did this without an RV?
Oh my gosh, the original Oregon Trail people, they died in this.
Don't you know? This is why you died in the storm on Oregon Trail.
Yep. Or a little blowy out there. That blowy.
70.
No, the slide. Wow.
That's what you get when you get 72 mile per hour gusts.
When I saw that slide move, though, I was like, oh my gosh, that's how you know it's strong.
Man, what a storm out here. Wow. You can see it ripping over the hillsides out there. We're gonna be real lucky not to have any damage from this one. Ripping out here, huh?
This is why we both knew this was coming. You said this morning it was beautiful sky, not a cloud in the sky. I said, just wait, it's Wyoming. You know it's going to blow in here. Lo and behold, exactly what happened. I knew it was going to because my hip's been hurting. Rob had a migraine. Both of those things.
It happened. The Poop-Tastrophe. The poop. Oh. The poop. Oh my God, it's so bad. Oh my God, it's so bad. All right, it's chore day. We got to put a little fresh water in the RV. On ours, we just turn these two straight up and it siphons the water from the water bladder into the RV, and we can hold about over 100 gallons of fresh water. This bag will hold, I think, 90 or so when it's full. And whenever we get it pumped in there... Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
Somebody's awake.
Yeah.
You heard me out here doing my chores, huh?
Yeah.
Putting some fresh water in so you don't have to move. What do you think about that?
Say we're good with that.
All right, now we're done transferring our water out of our bag into the trailer. So now our bag is nice and light, and I can fold it up and get ready to go fill her up again when we need it. The water bladder is super convenient for transferring water. We usually leave it in the back of the truck if we can. We can put it in the Jeep, or now that we have solar panels and we make all the power we need, that is our biggest chore of living off grid and boondocking, is making sure we have clean fresh water and taking off our wastewater. What do you think, Mavs? Out here in the wilds of Wyoming. Wow, what a crazy cloud.
Have you ever seen a pronghorn antelope? This one is probably a female, mostly because it doesn't have horns. And right now, most of the boys have... Oh, yep, you can see her teats, actually. She's nursing. I don't know if you can tell or if I can just see it. Had any question about what snakes might be in Cody, Wyoming? This is definitely a rattlesnake. I will say it is a small one, very small. However, the smaller they are, the younger they are, and they don't know how to control their venom yet. A lot of times the older rattlesnakes, they'll give you a dry bite, as they'll call it, but the babies don't know what they're doing yet, so they're the most dangerous, the small ones. Somebody ran this little guy over, for sure.
We need to keep an eye out for sure.
But now we know these are out here, and this is here. There's our camper, and this is here. So,
here's Bethany. Absolutely editing our little heart out. Maverick doing his job, emotionally supporting me.
this is how windy it is right now. Straight sideways. Windy or not, Boondocking in Cody, Wyoming was among our favorite experiences in all of our full-time RV life. And that's quite some time because we started in October of 2020. Spending our first 3 years as pedestal princesses, just pedestal to pedestal, RV park to RV park, we had no idea of how much of America we were missing out on because we were not willing to give boondocking a shot. We arrived in Cody on May 1st and we boondocked multiple locations around Cody, Wyoming from May 1st till the middle of July. There will be good, bad, and ugly that happens no matter how you're living, be it in RV parks, boondocking, or even a sticks and bricks. So basically, you just gotta roll with the punches as they come and enjoy life to the max. People often wonder, how much solar do you truly need? But no person can answer that question for you, as all humans require different needs. Different needs and different comfort levels. Us, we try to be a little more comfy. So if learning about solar and how we set up our system is of interest to you, make sure you hit up our subscribe button and check out our videos that we have on how to boondock. We do have a boondocking playlist already created, all for your help. From boondocking essentials and things that you absolutely have to have, to the optional things, and also all of the locations that you can find to boondock for yourself. This episode, we really just wanted to show you what is boondocking. Could I do it? Could I not do it? Would I love it or would I hate it? So here's hoping you love it just as much as we do. Anyway, guys, we post videos every Tuesday, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and we will see you again next week. Thanks again for watching, and until next time.